Is it difficult in terms of your status, what you do as a career? And let me also just say, I mean, you're Kenyan, so when you say Kenyan, they can say, okay, Obama has some sort of history here. Does it make it easier for you to get access to people?
Well, with my industry, it's very close. It's a fashion industry.
Yes.
We don't really we only meet people around that area.
Right.
So it's a bit difficult to,
Right.
leave the industry. But now that I know, now I know what I'm aiming for. So I'll try to do my best to
Absolutely.
Connect and try to network through the fashion industry to see if I can get some people to help.
African models have now become, I'm looking for a better description, but let me say the in thing. It's so now, to have an African model.
Yes.
To grace your magazines or your catwalks. In terms, of course, there's you. There's Somali. I keep forgetting her name, and she's. There's a documentary about her on Discovery, and she was talking about FGM in Somalia. She was born and raised, educated here, but then now is a Somali.
Iman?
Not Iman. There's another one. There's a new one. There's Iman as well in terms of the women
Jasmine.
in Somalia. I think it's Jasmine.
Osame?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's her. Yes. Are you closely in touch with each other in terms of what's happening back home in your countries?
Yes, it's really hard because when we go, we mostly just work and just leave. But sometimes we do sit and talk about, our experiences where we came back, where we came from and what's going on in our family, in our countries and things like this. So we definitely do discuss this kind of issues.
I know what you mean.
Yes.
What's going to follow your career? The ticket to your problem. Do you often come home?
Yes.
And would you rather be here, or would you really just
no?
in the US
Eventually, of course, I want to be home. It's good weather, good food. I have my family. They love me so much.
Right. Do you come home often?
And I miss them a lot.
Do you come home often?
Yes, I come home at least once a year. Yes, and if I can, even more.
Are you able to still speak to
of course. Fluent.
Swahili?
Yes, fluent.
Seriously?
Yes.
But who do you talk to in Swahili there? I'm not sure you might still remember Swahili.
See, when I call home, I call home all the time and I talk to them in Swahili. And I have my schoolmates who went to school with me here in Greenstead. So they're all out in universities in America or the UK.
Absolutely.
So I usually meet them and
absolutely. So what's the way forward for you in terms of so now you're the Goodwill Ambassador for Africa Kenya Foundation.
Yes.
And more specifically because it touches two hearts that you have. One, of course, is beating 6 months. The other one, of course, is where you come from, which is Lodo Turkana. Any more of such endeavors that you will support, or are there more of such opportunities coming up for you in that direction?
Well, I'm trying. What I'm trying to, I can't really say. It's just in progress.
Right.
I'm trying to do things, for example, for kids after high school. After primary, because usually in Turkana we have. The reason why kids have children early is because they can't afford to go to secondary school or even college after that. So they just decide to stay home, and they have early families, and you have these kind of things like they can't afford to proper nourishment for the children, and you get all these diseases, and it comes back to Africa, Kenya,
Absolutely.
So if we can at least, afford, educate people, take them to higher education and things like this, it's going to help our community a lot in Turkana, and this is the kind of thing I'm looking. That's the kind of direction I'm looking to.
Absolutely.
Into, yes.
But you came out, so to speak. You got an opening to further your career, and both in education, of course, and as a model. Can you tell us how that happened? How fortunate were you? Who was fortunate enough for you to? What happened in terms of where you are now?
I don't know. It's just nimebarikiwa. God, yes, God has been on my side a lot. A lot of things have happened to me. No matter how bad it seems, it always works out. God always Absolutely. Does it for me.
Was it tough in your formative years as a model, straight from?
It's very difficult, in the beginning. Even I think it's for anybody, even though you live there, because it's a totally different world.
That's right.
It's very demanding. It's very
I know.
Fake. It's not really me, but it's like I'm acting. I'm just working.
I know what you mean.
I'm doing my job, but anyways, I was spotted here, and by an agent who was working for Forward, and they just thought I had a good look for modeling, and they sent my pictures to Forward, and Ford took me, and I think you know my story.
Yes.
So you saw me. I was on Miss Tourism.
Yes, 2003.
Yes, 2003, and straight after that, then I started working, abroad.
Absolutely. After your career, and I know you'll settle down to being a mother, then what?
Imagine, I'm really interested in medicine. I wanted to be a midwife for a really long time. Yes.
Will that happen?
Yeah, it's good because I can work with NGOs, organizations, like UN and something, and go back home, because if I want to be close to my family, I can go and help the Tropicana community over there, with childbirth and all these things that are really, really needed over there. Yes.
Absolutely. You do know, of course, now that many young women, if you look at the various beauty pageants, for that matter, and the goal, of course, is to be like Ajuma or other supermodels from this country. What's mawaidha for these young women and men as well, who want to get into that industry?
It's not what they think it is. Modeling is really, really difficult, and you really have to do tour. It's very, you have a lot of rejection. It's a really totally different world.
Right.
You're gonna you travel a lot sometimes. In the beginning especially, it's so hard because you invest so much and you don't know whether you're gonna make it or not.
I see.
So it's very risky, and it's not guaranteed. It's not like your job or a normal job where people get monthly salaries.
Right.
So it's per job. So it's not really guaranteed.
So you work doubly hard for you to get the next job.
Yeah. Yes, you never know when you're going to get the next job. So you do this job. So it's for the head, for stability of mind. It's not really like, this month and I'm going to get this much money. It's just for a job. So these things can affect you, and
That's true.
Mentally, when you grow, in the beginning it's like, how you're still a kid, you don't really care about much, but when you start thinking about the future, then it starts getting a little more difficult. Because you have to really save and be careful with your money.
Absolutely.
Yes, and invest.
So today, what time is it open to the public, or is it specifically for the Kabiru Primary School?
Yes, it's specifically for the primary school. Yes, so.
And then, so it's what time? From what time to what time?
We're leaving. We're meeting at 10:30 and we're heading there. So it's probably 11.
Okay. We
start at 11.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much. It's so good to see you. Congratulations, Rana. So do you know it's a baby or a girl? A baby boy or a girl?
No, I don't know. I'll know soon.
Okay. When do you go back to New York?
Tomorrow.
Salala.
Yes,
okay. Sawa, thank you very much.
Sawa.
And thank you for watching the Power Breakfast Show on behalf of my colleagues Mutegi Njawisi, I remember them, and Kobe Kiara. We'll see you tomorrow right in the Power Breakfast Show. Have yourself a good day.